Morning punters, Wagering Angles for you for Saturday, August 30, ahead of a 10 race card at Caulfield today. So Group 1 racing for the first time this season. No what caught my eye for this week, just complete focus on what is a deep and complex card at Caulfield today. So the track's posted as a 5 after 8.6 mils of overnight rain. Some showers coming across the bay this morning, but they look like they've missed Caulfield and they are likely to clear off by race 1. So we'll see how that all unfolds. Race 1 is the older horses at 1800 metres. I'm keeping it pretty simple here. Gilded Water has got a significant class edge at this grade. He's a lightly raced stayer that's resuming, but there's a lot of resumers here. It stands to reason that the stable will want to be running well here. He has the ability to go forward, and he's just got a significant class edge on this field. And I'm happy backing him at his current price, and I think he'll run a strong favourite, and he is the key runner in the market. Outside of him, there's a stack of fringe chances for the market to explore. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to include the two emergencies here in Jareth and Kokoro. Jareth is building nicely and is capable of significant improvement, and Kokoro's had a couple of quiet runs and maps to get the sort of run that will allow him to do something here at big odds. Not getting involved in race 2. Race 3 is older horses at 1400 metres. Kappa 39 has the benefit of the 1400 metre run on his belt and the map to produce his best here. So this is a terrific opportunity for him to post a Saturday win, and he's a clear top pick. I think he'll run a clear favourite. However, there are alternatives for the market to have a look at. So Stylish ran favourite against him last start, and she's good odds. Jenny the Fox has a Caulfield rating behind Treasure at the moment that will attract interest. Both Keep Your Cool and Sassy Boom map well, and the market could have a look at them. There are a couple of interesting resumers in Athanatos and Pondaloe, and Yoshinobu comes down from Sydney after winning well first up at Rosehill as a gelding and then striking a heavy track. So it's a very interesting betting race. Race 4 I'm not going to get involved in, just a few too many queries there for me. Race 5 is an opportunity to focus on runners with race fitness, so it's 1700 metres for the older horses. I think the most likely firmer here is Too Darn Discreet. She can be ridden with intent. She gets in on the minimum weight. She's just improving and racing superbly. And I think she's likely to challenge Braden Star for favouritism. Now, Braden Star has firmed significantly in early betting. It's his first run in blinkers. Jay Mellon booked. Everything points to him running a strong race. And I think him and Too Darn Discreet will jump close to equal favourites. El Rocco is the likely leader here, and he's won 2 recent races under similar circumstances at Caulfield recently, and he's well and truly in play. And then beyond them, it's the resumers, so there's quite a few of them that the market could have a look at. Race 6 is the 3-year-olds at 1200 metres, just a really interesting betting race. Vin Rock's a resumer that the stable's got a huge opinion of, and I suspect they'll fancy him here, and he's likely to hold his position in the market. I think the big teams typically gravitate towards the runners with some race fitness, so that those two are Jimmy Reckard and Tycoon Star. So it's a bit of pushes and pulls in this race, and then we've got McGaw, who's firmed significantly in the early betting, and the markets are suggesting that he's really well fancied. So it's an intriguing race and an intriguing betting scenario with 2 resumers that look to be quite well fancied and 2 runners with recent Caulfield fitness under their belt that map really well in this race. So I'm not exactly sure how it's going to unfold, but it will be very interesting. Not getting involved in race 7, just far too many queries for me there, with all but Arkansas Kid resuming and form coming from all sorts of directions. Race 8 is a mare's race. Magic Time's a clear top pick here, but she's a resumer that's looks a little bit vulnerable first up. She tends to improve with racing. So she's not easy to assess. And similar story for Miss Roombeanie, who's also resuming and tends to improve with racing. So look, I just thought there were enough reasons to have small bets on a couple of runners here. Clearly Popper Ward's got the race fitness and is flying and improving with each run, and it's just every reason to back her at her current price. You know, albeit with the acceptance that, you know, she's going to have to make another step forward to beat those class runners. And the other runner that I was really interested in here is Road to Arataki, who's just trialled much better this prep, and she's really big odds for a go-forward runner from a suitable draw. So it's a really interesting race. The market's also showing significant interest in Gerringong, who's got the residual fitness from a Queensland preparation. So an interesting mares race, race 8. Over to race 9, which is the Group 1 at 1,400 metres. Just an intriguing betting race with, you know, a lot of them resuming, but the stable's all really keen to, you know, be competitive here. So it's just an intriguing betting race. Where to start? Mr. Brightside's obviously the benchmark, so he's the starting point. Like he's run well in races exactly the same as this for 4 seasons in a row, and he will run well again here, and he's the horse that they're going to have to get past late to win the race. So another Will did that last prep and maps really well here again. He's got a great first up record, a great track and distance record, so it's hard to imagine him not being in the finish. Treasure of the Moment's just the fresh horse in this mix. She's won 8 in a row as a filly. This is her first run as a mare, and she looks like she's made further development. Her trials this prep have been outstanding, and everything points to her measuring up to this grade. So how this all plays out from a betting point of view is difficult to nail down. The mounting yard will be important, the late betting will be important. I haven't mentioned Fangirl, who's a genuine Group 1 horse and, you know, goes well fresh. She's well and truly in play, and so too are Antuno and Tom Kitten. The speed map looks a challenge for them, but they're genuine Group 1 horses. So it's an amazing race. The betting will be, I would suggest, fluctuating throughout, and the real late betting will be a strong indicator in this race. Can't wait for that race. It's an exciting race, and the betting will be exciting as well. Race 10, the market's tended to sort out. The 3 main runners here, Sepples, Home Rule and Morning, look to be quite tight prices to me, so I can't find an edge in that race, and I'm happy to just let it go. So it's a great card, punters. Got over 150 runners, a huge volume of them resuming, trying to set themselves up for the spring. So there's a lot we'll be able to take out of this meeting. From a betting point of view, I've tended to focus on horses with race fitness or really strong, fresh records. Let's hope we get the rub of the green, and that approach pays some dividends. Cheers, punters.